Someone there? I picked up a pretty big surge of activity on our sensors, but it went quiet all of a sudden. No. I'm a woman of science, not war. I come in peace. Wait, are you telling me that you managed to wipe out all of the Lost yourself? I have so many questions. How? With what? And actually... No, focus, Hilda. I could use someone with a lethal skill set. Hey, would you be up for a little hike? Perfect. The entrance area you're in now was once a high-speed rail system for transporting supplies to the rest of the vault. But as you can see, it's completely caved in. You'll have to walk to another entrance closer to the vault's atrium. It's just a quick trip over the hills to the south. Look for the entrance to the Shenandoah National Park. If you need a landmark, just keep walking toward that teeny tiny, giant, menacing storm in the sky. You'll find the entrance underneath the manor in the dead center of the park. And storm. Can't miss it. Good luck!
Go away! Get away! Oh! I'm Craig from Foundation. And I think I'm the only one left. We saw the nasty weather kicking up down here and thought it'd be worth checking out. See if anyone needed help. Didn't make it far down the road before we got jumped by something. I panicked and ran. You're serious? Did you hear what I just told you? Well, better you than me, I suppose. Actually, if you're going out there anyway, would you mind doing me a favor? As you head down Skyline Drive, could you check if there are any signs of what happened to my friends? A trail, a body, personal effects. Anything I could use to find them or report back at Foundation. Who knows? Maybe even a survivor. Not asking you to do much, just to drop a flare nearby. I can investigate them once the storm calms down a bit. Thank you so much. Anyway, just take the flares. If you happen upon anything or anyone, just drop one. And if you come back after, I'll make it worth your while. And watch out for those things. They may look like ghouls, but they're not. And they're not friendly. What am I gonna do if those things come back? What am I gonna do if those things come back?
I wasn't paying attention. I got messed up.
Calling mysterious stranger. Hello? Anyone there yet? Maybe I gave bad directions. Hello? Anybody? A voice! Oh, yes. I remember that voice. You're here! So, here's the situation. You need to get into the vault. I need to get out. This door isn't intended for easy access, so it'll require joint authorization from both sides to open. I'm on this side and authorized. You're on that side and not authorized. But no worries. I've got a plan. All of the Lost were once members of the Vault and should have authorization. You just need to get a hold... That's right. Just a bit of post-mortem amputation and we'll be set. Just scan the hand once you've got it. I'll be on standby. Promise. Time's a ticking. Chop, chop! Ooh, sorry. Anyway, I gotta run, but I'll be back. Scan a hand! Bye!
Yeah.
Oh, good, you're here! And you're not lost, I assume. If you are, say so, because that would be a major breakthrough. bit too busy for that, but someone inside would be very happy to answer all of your questions. Anyway, I'm Hilda Stoltz. Hi. I'm head of the organic sector, which is exactly where I'm about to run off to. But don't worry, my Uncle Hugo is very eager to meet you. Just down the hall, in the Overseer's office, as he is the Overseer. Oh, and I've disabled the two-step lock, so coming and going should be easier now. Anyway, like I said, Uncle Hugo, down the hall. Toodaloo!
These jumpsuits don't leave much room for expression.
Willkommen. Bitte komm rein. My niece told me to expect you. And do not mind my appearance. I can assure you I mean no harm. Can the same be said of you, though, outsider? Do you intend to harm us? My niece can be a bit forceful when she finds a carrot to chase. You have my word, though. You haven't chased your carrot into a trap. Where are my manners? I did not mean to be so standoffish. You're a most welcome guest here. I cannot be too careful. It has been a long time since we've spoken with anyone from the surface. Ah, fascinating. Is that the faint clicking of a Pip-Boy I hear? A colleague from another paradise, but... Wunderbar. We are having fun now, aren't we? Listen, my new friend. Regardless of what pretenses might you... No catch. As you may have mentioned, I'm in the midst of trying to get... If you'd be willing to engage in a bit of freelance work, I'm sure I can provide plenty. Fantastisch. Perhaps I should introduce myself to assuage any hesitation. I am Hugo Stoltz. Overseer of Vault 63, yes, but also founder and CEO of Stoltz Enterprises. Respected member of... Allow me to formally welcome you to Vault 63 as our... Yes. Oh, please. Hugo is just fine. Now, I'm sure you have many questions. Speak with our Chief of Security, James T. Oberlin, and fetch me... I'd like to have him vet you. I'm sure he'd be happy to answer questions for you about our current predicament while you're at it.
Yeah! Supplies are starting to dwindle a little, even with the stockpile from the supply runs. Before the storms. Are there many like us out there? With the skin?
What would Cassie do?
I'm tired of all the red tape and security checks just to get a breath back. Barely fresh air. Sure was something. What did you say? It's a shame we don't have the workforce to screw this place up a little. Hopefully get wow. Felt the whole vault shaking a while back. Security said it was nothing to worry about, though. What brings you back in here? Don't you go starting any trouble around here. Keep it civil. Yeah.
Been expecting you. James T. Oberlin, Chief of Security, Vault 63. Formerly United States Army. Ordinarily, an outsider would report directly to the security offices. But as you've seen, Mr. Stoltz isn't fond of ordinary. How exactly did you end up on our doorstep, outsider? Well, considering I'm entirely lacking any sort of credentials or...
Get a breath of barely fresh air.
You do seem fit to fight, at least. But that's not really an answer to my question. I won't fault you for a lie by omission, though. You seem eager and able enough. I've already been made aware that you're a dweller from Vault 76. Mr. Stoltz buzzed me ahead of your arrival and filled me in on the situation. Sorry for the test, but wanted to see how you'd present yourself. I appreciate your attempt to take this seriously, but I won't say I don't have my doubts. Let's see how this plays out, though. Here's my status report for Mr. Stoltz. You're dismissed. Unless you have other questions.
You reckon that storm is gonna get worse or better? What if we go back to the surface? Nobody wants to know us because of our, condition. You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was something.
Been a long time since we had a good community gathering around here.
Vault 63 has lasted this long. No reason to think it won't keep lasting. You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was something.
Ah, you've returned.
Before the accidents.
Yes, that. Don't worry about that now. I have a question for you. Tell me, are we our brains? Are you, the person standing in front of me, simply a brain? Or are we more? Consciousness, perception, encoding and the formation of memories, to take the observable world and sculpt from it a translation of ourselves, of others. And in the eyes of others, how many versions of us exist?
You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault.
Of course. We've only just met. I apologize.
No reason to think
You have the spirit of an old friend about you. I've forgotten there's much new ground to tread between us. I may have failed to mention this before, but I am or was blind.
it's refreshing.
Born that way. After the incident that left me in this state, I became able to truly see the world. Well, perhaps it's more accurate to say, I feel the world. Pulses of electricity, waves bending and refracting, gentle hums of life vibrating shapes into being. This, but others, well, I suppose I cannot explain what their mind perceives, just as one could never explain sight to me before. We have been trying to learn why this connection was permanently severed between us. Desperately so.
Been a long time since we had a good community gathering around here.
A scientist, are you? Just like my Audrey and little Hilda. We are unsure of why, but we suspect that my condition may have mutated differently than others. Perhaps it was my proximity to... Oh, never mind, B. This sort of talk is dreadfully boring. All of this is to say we need your help, my friend. There are many problems at our feet, and you are uniquely equipped to help us. Thank you. That truly means the world to me.
You should have arrived a few years back.
Let's discuss next steps. There's 2 sets of investigations I'd have you undertake. Your new friend Oberlin can fill you in on one, and I'd be happy to walk you through the other. Take a moment to relax and process. Speak with either of us when you're ready to hear the details. And once again, I cannot contain my excitement in having you...
I'm tired of red tape and security checks just to get a breath of barely fresh air. Wow. Your skin isn't split at all. You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was something.
The new animals up there. Any of them were good for eating?
Supplies are starting to dwindle a little. Even with the stockpile from the supply
Hopefully Daniel will report in soon. Make it quick. If I had time for idle gossip, I wouldn't be seeking your assistance in the first place. Point taken. The residents here are... I'd recommend and unless Mr. Stoltz... I've been spread thin dealing with surface-side security concerns. I can tell you're equipped to handle much worse. There are 3 in particular who often bring up issues to me. There are 3 residents that have been complaining about a myriad of Your best bet? They should have more than enough to keep. In the meantime...
Go back to the surface. And nobody wants to know us because of our, condition. What if we go back to many like us out there? And nobody wants to know us because of
latest research and science, discoveries and news.
Yeah, people who eavesdrop are the
People
worst.
listening in on private conversations.
You're standing a little close there. Huh?
Yeah.
What did you say?
You need something?
From outside. How's the storm?
Have you heard about... Again? Oh, a stranger. We haven't seen anyone from outside in a while. What brings you here? Chief Oberlin's finally getting around to dealing with this, huh? And sending in a stranger to boot. We must have it tough. Yeah, there's a few things we've brought up before. Most of it in the lower levels. Things like strange noises coming from the generator room. People are scared to go check it out in case one of the Lost are in there.
The old vault sure was something.
Oh, also, we have a huge rat problem in the storage room, as in huge rats. Last time I was on a food run, something jumped right past me and snatched it. Damn near took my arm with it, too.
And, someone should probably take care of Alfie.
Yeah. Alfie was one of us, but his condition got worse until he got us to lock him in his room. He's probably lost his mind by now, but no one could bring themselves to do what needs to be done. You didn't know him, though. If there's anything you could do for him, we'd appreciate it. You can get to the lower levels from the elevators just over there. There's also a stairwell down just across the atrium that leads directly to the storage room. Good luck. And thank you.
Good luck down there, and, welcome to Vault 63.
There was nothing to worry about, though. Don't you be starting to change that.
How about some space, buddy?
We got a system, and it works. shame we don't have the workforce to spruce this place up a little.
Don't you be starting to change things up around here. We got a system and it works, damn it!
It's a shame we don't have the workforce to spruce this place up a little.
It's a shame we don't have the workforce to spruce this place up a little. Supplies are starting to dwindle a little. What did you say? Even with the stockpile from the supply runs.
You're a bit of a legend around these parts.
Welcome back. How are things going?
Standing a little close there.
We're sorry that you had to be the one to deal with all of that.
Yeah, it's good to know there are still people outside, especially people who are capable.
Thanks. We couldn't have done it ourselves. Is there anything we can do for you? Yeah. We'll spread the word that you are someone trustworthy. Thanks again for all the help. You're all right, outsider.
You smell something weird?
And then I saw... Do you mind?
You reckon that storm's gonna get worse or better?
Huh? What did you say? I miss research.
Other
How
machines
about
like
some
us
space,
out there,
buddy?
You know,
You're
with the
standing
skins.
a little close there.
You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was a shame we don't have the workforce to spruce this place up a little. Need something? Bring you back in here.
If I hadn't already lost my hair, I'd be tearing it out right now. Is there a reason you're loitering in my office? You're back. Well, color me surprised. Good work. With that out of the way, I'll be able to focus on the more important matters, like dealing with the chaos going on outside of this vault. I don't suppose that those three had anything interesting to say while you were helping them? Looks like I may have to check in with our custodian Johnny later. He usually hears a thing or two, though I'd much rather people come to me than having to resort to gossip mills. Still, it can be hard for people to know who to trust. But enough about that. Now that you've helped me out, is there anything I can help you with?
All the red tape and security checks just to get a
First, your reward. I'll arrange for something from our armory. I'm sure you'll find a good use for it in the future. It may not seem like much, but your help has been invaluable to us. Thank you. Margaret says the outsider has been earning their keep. Maybe they'll be good to have around after all. It's good to have someone reliable to count on again. Maybe now we can start fixing things around here. Now that you've proven yourself useful, the emergency alert in the order, as I understand, it would appear she's got... Get to the lab, assess the situation. She, and with the tram tunnel, if Hilda was... Be prepared for the...
Don't you be starting to change things up around here. We got a system and it works, damn it!
Supplies are starting to dwindle a little. Even with the stockpile from the supply runs. You know, before the storms. You have beautiful skin. It's unsettling. What did you say?
Hey there.
Seeing someone do so much good out here, it's refreshing.
Been a long time someone do so much good around here.
Oh, hello again. Perfect! I've been researching a method of reverting the Lost back to their original condition. Or at least, regain the ability to communicate with us. Uncle Hugo agrees with me too. This is top priority stuff, so, would you help me out? Please? Pretty please? You will? Once you're there, look for Henry. Oh, Henry is one of the plants. He's from the Papaveraceae family. Some subfamilies, when properly processed, can be used as painkillers and muscle relaxants. I'll be tracking your progress, and I'll give you a ring over the intercom with the next steps. Good luck!
Smell blood. Wait, do shadows bleed?
Put your hand by his mouth.
Relentless. The phantoms.
Looks like you found Henry. Good. Now we just need to mix Serum Alpha. Head to the pharmaceutical lab. It should be through the door on your left after leaving the greenhouse. Once you've made the serum, we'll have to test it. I'd managed to sedate a couple of the lost earlier. There should be one taking a nap in the clinical trial room. It's just past the observation room, through the door to the left of the mixer station. You'll have to dose them with the serum. Hopefully they won't be too mad when you wake them up. Stabilizing agent. Okay, you'll need to make your way back into the caverns outside. The entrance you need is in a pipe in the greenhouse. There's a fungi growing in the cave. The one that survived in there.
Did you find everything? Great! Hand them over and I'll make the new serum. You know, mixing formulas was always one of my favorite things to do here. I always thought, hey, if this doesn't pan out, maybe I could be a bartender at one of those high-class joints. One time, I mixed a custom cocktail for one of Uncle Hugo's parties. People loved it. Maybe it went down a little too well. Folks might have gotten far more inebriated than expected. Still, only a slightly smaller chance of mixed alcoholic drinks exploding than advanced chemical formulas. Okay, here's the first one. And here's the second. Don't worry, they shouldn't explode. Head over to the biology wing. There's a lot sedated in the surgery room. Should still be sedated, hopefully. I'm sure it's fine. Anyway, I'll unlock the door from the terminal.
Agent from the mushrooms, the relaxants from Henry, and a stronger dosage than serum alpha. Go to the vat storage room. You should find one of the lofts in the vat hooked up to some machines. Place the serum in the slot in the machine. That should dispense the serum.
storm is angry. Is it angry with me? With us? Creatures here. Creatures here is not my fear. Creatures here, creatures here.
Some of these readings are a little weird, but, we did it! You better head back to the office. I'll tell you everything.
Welcome back. Let's talk. It's complicated. To understand, I need to tell you what the actual purpose of this facility was before the Lost. Those vats contained sleeping residents from our vault. Back when we faced our first crisis of the mind. Going feral. Before the Lost. Feralization was the only real threat to our happiness here. It was running rampant and we were desperate to fix it. My papa was one of the volunteers. He showed early signs of going feral and offered to go under. Be a test subject for cures. He was also that last patient you ran the experiment on. Okay, let me try to explain. As you probably noticed, I'll come clean. I'm here to test out new ways of sedating the patients here. But, before you get mad, we are looking for a cure. The royal we, just not me, not here. Sorry about that. I don't even have a joke. I really appreciate that, thank you. Oh, and before you think I just wasted your time on a personal project, I did manage to secure some tissue samples too. And we needed those! Really! An integral step in fixing the Lost, I mean it. But look, I'll head back to the vault soon after I finish up here. You can assure Oberlin that you've completed your rescue mission. Have a fun hike back! Bye now! You should head back now. Tell Oberlin not to worry about me.
So, shall we begin? Excellent. Or rather, the lack thereof. Control. In order to solve this error, we'll need to acquire the weather machine's blueprints. They are in the wall safe just over there. If only it were that simple. The safe can only be opened with a key that my beloved wife Cassie has chosen to hide in a very secure location. So secure that only she knows where it is. This is problematic, as she has been unwell and unresponsive for quite some time. That said, she was a diligent note-keeper. You should find them all. With my condition as it is, I'm unable to do this myself, and thus, my new friend, the task falls to you. You will? Oh, best of luck.
What if we go back to the surface?
I could use some help over here.
Because of, you know, conditions. Jumpsuits don't leave much room for expression. Wow.
I could use some help over
it all.
These jumpsuits don't leave much room for expression.
We should probably start planning Alfie's funeral.
Time since we had a good community gathering around here. Supplies are starting to dwindle a little, even with the stockpile from the
I'm
supply
tired
base.
of all the red tape and security checks just to get a breath of barely fresh air.
Have you seen Hilda lately? I went to the clinic to ask her something, but she wasn't there.
These jumpsuits don't leave much room for expression.
I mean, there were other vaults than ours. Are you really that surprised?
Hopefully Daniel will report in soon. It may not seem like much, but your help has been invaluable to us. You're back. That's reckless. Well, you're more capable. Take a moment to... You're dismissed. Much as I hate to admit it, I'm not sure I could have managed without your help. Thank you. It's never an easy thing to do to put someone out of their misery. Glad the outsider was there to help. It may not seem like much, but if you're ready, I'd like to brief... To be frank, you are among the few here that I believe I can share this information with. I have not been entirely honest about my role here. I am Lieutenant Colonel James T. Oberlin, United States Army. Active. If you're ready, I'd like to... If you're ready, I'd like to brief you on a highly classified matter. To be frank, you are among the few here that I believe I can share this information with. I have not been in touch. I am Lieutenant Colonel...
You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was something. You know, before the accidents. How's it going out there? Good evening, Eris?
Don't you be starting to change things up around here. We got a system and it works, damn it!
Don't you be starting to change things up around here. We got a system. We felt the whole vault shaking a while back. Security.
What the hell are you doing in here? Get your filthy hands off her! What's that? Oh. Understand. I apologize. Truly. I'm just very protective of her, you know? She was... is my other half, and life is just not complete without her. Of course she has the key herself. I should have known. Yes. Very well. If you would excuse me, I would like a moment with my wife. Come find me when you have the blueprints.
Seeing someone do so much good around here. It's refreshing. Supplies are starting to dwindle.
If you're ready, If you're ready, I'd like to brief you on a highly classified matter. To be frank, you are among the few here that I believe I can share this information with. Though I suppose that's not saying much. I have not been entirely honest about my role here. Not to you, nor other members of the Vault, Hugo included. I am Lieutenant Colonel James T. Oberlin, United States Army. Actively, not formally. I remain in contact with him to this day. Originally, I was to oversee a government-funded weather research project. One that was shut down and then ultimately scooped up by Mr. Stoltz. While I was never exactly an expert on the subject, Mr. Stoltz found my experience with the project important for the transition. That project led to the development of this very Vault's weather machine, and ultimately our current predicament. I have remained in contact with my associates in the Army ever since, reporting the good and the bad. Not long ago, I dispatched a member of my team to pass along my findings to a drop site I've been using over the years. Unfortunately, he has failed to return, and I fear the worst. Daniel is a good man. It's important we bring him home, if still possible. There's also the matter of the report, and whether or not it had been passed along, or potentially fallen into the wrong hands. Thank you. The drop is located at High Knob Tower along the western perimeter of the park. We haven't had trouble with that location so far, but there is a chance the Lost have overrun it, or potentially some other party, drawn in by the allure of the storm. Either way, you're going in blind. Be prepared for the worst.
Need something?
We felt the whole vault shaking a while back. Security said it was nothing to worry about, though. Are there new animals up there? Any of them good for eating?
You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was something. You know.
Who goes there?
a group of outsiders rolled in, heavily armed, started setting up camp. Only a matter of time until they find me up here. Pretty sure this is it for me. But, listen, Chief, I gotta come clean. I want to go to my grave with a clean conscience. This whole thing, the reports, the army, it's a sham, boss. Every single file has gone straight to Mr. Stoltz. We're his men first, Chief, not yours. Not really. There's no military contact. Just Hugo. Those of us in the know have been heading out here to play the part, make you think it's real. But this ain't a drop site. It's a smoke break spot. I'm sorry you gotta find out like this, Chief. You're one of the good ones. Don't trust anyone down there. We're all just his puppets. Oh, shit! I'm sorry.
I'm really gonna miss Alfie.
Don't you be starting to change things up around here. We got a system and it works, damn it.
We felt the whole vault shaking a while back. Security said it was nothing to worry about, though.
something?
It's getting late. I should probably head to bed soon. Oh, hello.
Ah, the one from outside. How's the storm?
Seeing someone do so much good around here. It's refreshing.
What if we go back to the surface?
You seem perturbed, my friend. Has your work with Chief Oberlin been that taxing? How crude. Come now, my friend. What is this all about? Of course his men work for me. You all work for me, my friend. Allow me to explain. James T. Oberlin is a workhorse. Powerful, focused, efficient. But someone like him needs order. Blinders and a carrot, if you will. With too much freedom of thought, people like him are lost. James came to me as a part of a package. I bought a box of cereal, and he was the delightful toy at the bottom. Now he was a highly decorated, highly skilled prize, but still a part of a larger whole. The best thing for someone like him is a simple purpose. He plays this role because he needs to believe it's true. A smarter man would see through this facade immediately. But not Oberlin. Oh no. A crueler thing would be shattering the only thing that's kept the man sane for the past 2 decades. I do this for him, you know. Ah, you're no stranger to the game, I see. But you must know you're playing against an experienced player, no? If you understand my meaning. Very well. You've caught me red-handed. I hope this pittance will stay your hand. I believe you have something for me. Well, they're no good to me. I can't read them. Go deliver them to my daughter, Audrey. She's the one who's leading the effort to repair the weather machine.
It's a shame.
Oh, and before I forget, our conversation earlier, in Cassie's room. Water under the bridge, yes? I do hope we can keep that just between us. I'd hate for rumors to flutter about.
Seeing someone do so much good around here.
The best. She's the most beautiful person.
Don't you be starting.
She keeps me balanced. We were never apart, and we collected the most wonderful memories together. Excuse me. This makes me rather emotional. Oh, and before you go off to Audrey, I would like you to indulge me in another thought exercise I've been meditating on. If you were to repair a ship by replacing it plank by plank, piece by piece, so much so that no single piece of wood from the original vessel remained, would you have a new ship? Or would it still be the original, only improved?
Before the accidents.
Right you are, my friend. Both in the origins of the question and its complexity. Let's say for this example that we can agree that eventually it is a new ship. Because I think the more interesting question is, at what point does it become so? After half of the planks? After the final part is replaced? Perhaps the rudder? Or mast? If we were to change piece by piece, at what point do we become something entirely new? Up. One moment. Let's perhaps hold on an answer. I'd rather that linger with you a bit. And you have important business to attend to. Now, off with you to see Audrey. She's buried in her books in the meteorology sector. I hope you have some good hiking boots. It's quite the trek. Safe travels.
I miss research, and science, and discoveries, and news. Ah, screw it. I miss how it was before. Even with the stockpile from the supply runs. You know, before the storms. Should be starting to change.
Hopefully Daniel will report in soon. You're back. And without Daniel, what was the situation? You're serious? And you have proof? Are you sure? Look at me. Are you sure? After all this time, it takes someone from outside this vault to finally tell me the goddamn truth. Thank you, my friend. This... ugh, it's very upsetting. I'm glad I have you to rely on. I'm gonna kill that. No, not yet. Not now. I can't give him the opportunity to turn this around on me. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I need time to make sense of this. It's best that Hugo remain unaware that I've been shown the truth. Not until I'm ready to act. I will allow him to think he retains control. You've earned a reward for your effort and honesty. I will let you know if and when I decide to act on this revelation. For now, I wait. Be careful with who you place your trust in down here. It's a viper's den. Dismissed.
Seeing someone do so much good around here. It's refreshing. Been a long time. Hey there! We had a good community gathering around here.
Supplies are starting to dwindle a little. Even with the stockpile from the supply runs.
You there! I don't know you. Why are you in my lab? Who told you? Never mind. Yes, I am indeed Audrey Stoltz. And you are a sore thumb sticking out in my lab. Great. Introductions are out of the way. You know, there's enough chaos around here as it is. With the machine being broken, the clutter everywhere, and the electrified lunatics roaming about. So, unless there's something you're here for, would you kindly get the hell out of my lab? What's this? Oh, the blueprints! Fantastic! Did my father send you? Are we hiring outside help for the mailroom now? Never mind that, it doesn't matter. All that matters is that I finally have these. Yes, yes, very excellent parcel delivery. Off with you then. Actually, wait a moment. A helpful minion could be quite useful. Could you give me 2 seconds to read this? Here's a little reward for you. Count your bottle caps while I go over these blueprints. Come back when you're ready for more work. Perfect. The blueprints specify the exact part we're looking for. Well, I could use someone with outdoor experience for starters. Based on your skin condition, I'm guessing you're not from around here. That means you walked here. You're perfect for the job. Believe it or not, the Shenandoah Visitor Center has a device for monitoring the weather. While vastly inferior in complexity, it contains parts that you won't find out of any old toaster left to rot. It won't be a perfect fit, but even if the part is remotely close to the one that broke, I should be able to do some modifications to make it work. I'll analyze these blueprints more and do some research ahead of time, just in case. That just leaves you with the task of actually fetching it. If you don't mind, that is. Thank you. The visitor center is just north of the manor, on the cliff. It's probably completely abandoned. The building isn't too big, so you should be able to find it easy enough. Once you have the part, come back here, okay?
Oh, who are you? Don't hurt me, please. Oh, really? Okay, well, that's a relief. Well, it's not here. It's back in my bunker. There's a bit of a problem, though. The door to my bunker got jammed from the inside, and I got locked out. I just went out to get some essentials. I rarely leave the bunker. Of course, I had to lock myself out when I do. Anyway, good news is, there's a second entrance in the basement of this building. Bad news is there's a bunch of weirdos in there now. I don't know who they are or what they want. I've never seen them before. But they did not seem the friendly kind, huh? I just came in here minding my own business when I heard some creepy chanting and talks about some Alex sending them here for a sacrifice. I panicked, and I locked them in. I don't think they noticed, but I bet they'll be real mad once they do. You've got yourself a deal. Come and let me know when they're all, dead.
Mothman, hear my prayer. Keep us safe from the dangers of beasts and men.
chest! It won't be my offering!
Forever in the light.
I, stopped hearing screams. So I came through, you know, to check on you, yeah? And I wasn't sneaking off. A deal's a deal. Follow me. I'll show you to my bunker. The machine is in there. Well, the machine you're after is just over there. I mean, it's pretty hard to miss. Thanks for helping me out getting back here. Oh, you again. You made me jump. I mean, have you seen those weirdos? So, excuse me for being a little shaken up. As little as possible. Yeah, I only leave when I need a few essential resources. I don't see why I should leave more often than that. I got everything I need in here. Well, a few went out scavenging. Never to be seen again. Others left to search for their families. Now, I'm not sure if they died or found someone, but I sure wasn't going to risk my life for them. Sure. Not at first, I didn't. Just a few of my fellow Rangers. And when the bombs dropped, we made our way to the bunker. None of them stayed very long, though. Sure. Oh, okay. Well, stay safe out there.
Did you find the part we're looking for? What a relief. I must admit, I was a little unsure there would be any machine left to rescue parts from. I hope I didn't get you into too much danger to retrieve it. I knew you would be a good fit for the task. But that aside, I never heard of any cult in these parts. Then again, I never heard much about any cult in general. My father kept me fairly sheltered. Quite literally. I wonder what they were doing there. Alex? No, she couldn't be. Sorry, I knew someone named Alex. I never found out what happened to them when the bombs dropped, but it must be someone else. Would you mind getting the part in place? It should be pretty simple after my modifications. All the connectors are standardized now to fit a regular part. I do it myself, but I just need a minute to gather my thoughts. I mean, equipment. I'll be right there. Please, don't talk to me right now. Got my equipment together. Let me see how you did in placing the part. Passable. You forgot to hook up a few of the connectors, but a solid attempt for a first-timer at weather machine repair. All that's left now is to get a scan of my mother's eyes. She is the only one in this vault authorized to override security checks when we reboot it.
Audrey! Audrey! I thought I heard your voice in here. Oh, and our new friend is with you. Good, we might need you. We have an emergency. Your mother. She's gone.
Gone? I thought she was in stable condition.
No, not gone like that. She's not in her room. Someone has taken her. They've left a note. Oberlin read it out to me. Some gibberish about a Mothman.
Didn't you say they were connected to an Alex? So if this Alex is connected to these cultists, and the cultists kidnapped my mother, could it really be her? But why would she take Mom?
Alex? In a cult? Oh, that can't be. I took care of her.
What did you just say?
Nothing, my dear. I misspoke.
No. You definitely said I took care of her. Want to elaborate on how you took care of her father?
Okay, look. I didn't intend for you to find out, but she was a risk to your future and that of our family business. I had to ensure you would stay here with us. I only did what I had to do.
Why am I not surprised? I had a feeling you were behind her disappearance. How was your own daughter's happiness ever a risk? Every single bit of my life has always been dictated by you, and I have been miserable for all of it.
Now, that's not true. You've always loved all this tinkering and such. All I did was make sure you were safe and would focus on what's important. The family business. And look around. Look how well it has worked out. This machine you've helped build and maintain. It's a true masterpiece.
Are you delusional? Look at us! Look at those mad lost running around! Mom is in a coma, for God's sake! How has any of that worked out well? I cannot reason with the unreasonable. I need some air to process this.
She'll come to her senses. There's always a flair for the dramatic. Takes after her father, I suppose. We have more important business to discuss anyway. We need my wife back. Pronto. And you've more than proven yourself capable of that task. So please, I could use your assistance. Wunderbar. Getting this machine repaired is in everybody's best interest. Now, the note left behind mentions something about an old abandoned mine. I remember there was only one within the park. Nearly purchased it at one point for some... actually, that's not important. Try and blend in as one of the cultists. I fear they may harm Cassidy if they spot an intruder. Find where they're keeping her and get rid of Alex. I expect you to do a better job than the last person I sent to deal with her. Preferably, yes. But I guess you're right. It's only led to more chaos, hasn't it? I guess you could try and talk some reason into her. I do have this book. You could use it as a peace offering from me. I took it off Audrey. It appears to have been a gift from Alex. I thought it best to remove anything that might rouse up sentimental feelings. You know the sorts. Silly young romances. Anyway, I think this could be enough to persuade her and invite her into this family. Yes. If that's the price I have to pay to get Cassidy back alive, then I guess I will come to terms with Alex being in our lives. Knew I could count on you. Now you better get going. I will deal with Audrey. Meet me back in the atrium when it's safe to get my dear Cassie. I will send out some people to transport her back safely once you've completed your mission.
All hail the hairy moth. Holy, holy Mothman. Holy.
Wise and holy Mothman, protect us in our times of need. Wise and holy Mothman, protect us in our times of need. Greetings, fellow cultist. How goes your cultist duties?
Huh? Oh, good day. My name is Blair. My name is Blair. I'm still a bit new around here. Who are you? How dare you? Putting my faith in question? Wait. Either? You're one of us. Oh, thank God. I mean, thank the Mothman. Well, presumably for the same reason you are. Aren't all the non-believers here for the same thing? To get back at Hugo for going back on the deal. And just generally being total filth. He screwed us over, big time. Made promises that upended our lives and put us all at risk. It's about time he gets what he deserves. I'm sure whatever he did to you makes you feel the same. Shh! Don't let him hear you say that. You can't put our disguise at risk. Not now that we're so close to completing our vengeance.
We are his flock, guiding him through his flying.
Oh, great Mothman, look upon your lands with mercy and protect us from stuff. You have rejoined us, and the flaps of his powdery embrace. That was weird. Let me try again.
Password? Well, if he is, he better know the password.
Our enemies can't hide. His enemies won't escape. They'll face his judgment.
Hey. I don't think I've met you yet. Odd, I thought I knew all our believers. Anyway, I'm Scarlet. And you are? Holy! Mothman, holy! And he has been guiding my path for quite some time now. But Alex has been a true prophet. Oh, we are all so excited for the big ritual. We are so close to being consumed by the light. What a stupid question. She is our leader, you fool. Oh, I almost envy her. She has been chosen by the great Mothman. No, Scarlet, envy is an ugly thing. No place. The Mothman shall receive all of. Oh, is he playing all important again? If I did, I'd tell you, but he won't tell me again either since I told a few others last time. He gets on my nerves. He keeps spreading his novice interpretations, but I can't spread the password. The word of the Mothman is as clear as the light that shall consume us. Unlike his passwords, which are very unclear.
The dark. Ah, shit. He looks after us.
I like you, new blood. I'm sorry I can't help you with the password. But you... As you were.
All these eggs, and not one omelet. Praise to him.
All hail the hairy moth. Holy Mothman. Holy. Welcome back. Wait, are you new? Whatever.
Password? You may pass.
Wise and holy Mothman, protect us in our times of need. Oh, hey, something Mothman, something. If it's a Mothman, why the hell are there eggs everywhere? Praise be to him.
Hey, I don't remember your face.
That's not gonna happen. And if you interfere with our ritual, we'll make you our next sacrifice. What a weird time to ask questions. I guess we can spare a few seconds. I like to get to know my victims a little anyway. Hugo caught wind that I was still in contact with Audrey after they moved to Shenandoah. He sent a goon to kill me, keep me away. The bombs fell as I was being attacked. Probably the only reason I managed to escape. I was out in the woods by myself, barely alive, getting my... They've turned out to be a great help to make my revenge against Hugo a reality. I'm not alone in that. Many here want to see Hugo suffer. And I won't let you get in the way of that. That's really easy. Surprised you couldn't figure that one out yourself. If I can't have Audrey, then Hugo can't have Cassidy. Getting her was simple. Just convince some of our ghoul members that the Mothman has spoken. He demands a got them dolled up in some clean 63 junk. Now they're all abuzz about... Audrey was the only one who ever got me. Ran into each other in a bookstore in the before times. That nerd. Her dad hated us being together. Thought I was a bad influence on her. Maybe I thought he was a capitalist pig. The family business was everything to him. Anything that stood in its way had to be eliminated. I guess I stood in the way. I'm sure she would understand. But also, look at me. Look what I've become. She would never take me back anyway. For some of them, it's just a matter of saying the right thing. Mothman showed me this. Mothman showed me that. Next thing you know, I'm a prophet. The rest? Well, we share a common interest. They're my wolves hiding in Moth. Do you know what that bastard did to... There's so much about that man, that family, that you barely understand. Allow me to enlighten you. There was a small town still in this park when Hugo arrived, right where he wanted to build his precious vault. When they refused a buyout, he offered them all a safe spot when the bombs dropped. They accepted. If you know Hugo, it shouldn't surprise you that he went back on that deal. He left them all for dead, scared them off, and kept the land. He is a parasite, sucking dry the innocent, making no compromises that stand in the way of his vision. Maybe now you understand who you're working for. Why I can't let you take my prisoner away. I agree.
And why would I do that?
Hugo sent a what? Yeah, right. He cannot be trusted, and you're a fool to listen to him. It's not too late to change sides, you know. Why not join up with me? Wait, hang on. Is this? No, can't be. This book. I gave it to Audrey way back. Maybe you're on to something after all. If this thing is the real deal, that is. Of course it was a trap. Ugh. Let me guess. Hugo's doing right. Well, it don't matter no more. He got what he wanted. If you see Audrey, will you tell her I never stopped loving her?
where his wings flop all. At the time of recognizing, the worthless will be showered in his divided light.
I'm gonna have to close the game and come back because this is not working.